Okay. Well, this is certainly a really, really hot topic. This last segment, what I'd like to do is give each of our guests about 3 minutes to close, to talk to our viewers why you support and against it. I guess let me first start just with Karin.
Okay. I do want to close, but I did want to respond just very quickly to the religion issues. Churches actually, one of the things in our society is that religion actually has a lot of freedom. So I would just urge people, because we don't have time to look at this, that all the things that were referred to don't deal with gay marriage. There are other issues around anti-discrimination, and I think Katy said earlier that she doesn't have issues with gays and lesbians having rights. I would say that most of the things that were raised actually have more to do with anti-discrimination law, have nothing really to do with whether gay marriages are legalized. That is separate and distinct. And honestly, if you want to look in the state of California, we've had gay marriages since, I think, June 17th, and we have not had the kinds of lawsuits. There's certainly been opportunities. It's been 3 or 4 months, and that has not happened here. And bottom line is churches and religious leaders actually have the freedom to discriminate against gays if they want to. They do not have to do anything they don't want in their own churches. And this is related to what I want to say in closing, is that, this is, as we said earlier, it's really about the Constitution. I respect that Katy has a different set of beliefs than I do, that other people on the yes side have a different set of beliefs. I think we're all entitled to our beliefs, but I would say the yes side is entitled to its beliefs just as much as the no side and myself are entitled to my beliefs. And I don't think that one side or one religion's issues or perspectives should be written into the state constitution, and then that would apply to everyone. I think if gays are allowed to get married, they're allowed to get married. Honestly, I don't think, my straight friends or my gay friends, when they get married, honestly, I don't think their marriages or weddings really have any impact on mine. Whether my own relationship and my wedding and my marriage is going to last 10 years or 20 years or 2 years or 30 days is not related to whether gays and lesbians can get married. And I would just encourage people to think about it. If you're worried about marriage, look at other things in our society where marriage is breaking down, around families, around, you have people like Britney Spears getting married and making a mockery out of marriage for, getting married and getting divorced within, a few hours. We should really be worried about that. I mean, I'm more worried about that. If 2 gay people really want to be together and they've been together 24 years, I think it is really against the civil rights values that I believe in to deny them that right.
Thank you, Karin. Katy?
Well, there is still something about marriage that needs to be preserved. And definitely, as Karin says, even hetero marriages, Britney Spears and all these other things coming up, has diluted the meaning of marriage. And that is why this proposition is important, to affirm again that marriage is between a man and a woman. We don't want it diluted any more than it already has. Every society, from the beginning of time, especially we as Chinese, we know thousands of history in China. The basic fabric of a country is family and the important relationships of children and their parents. And in the U.S. Senate testimony that was given in 2003, it shows us reports and studies from 40 years of our history of social experimentation about divorces and all that. In that testimony and report to the Senate, it affirms that marriage between a man and a woman, children living with their own married parents, is the best place for children to thrive. There is less mental illness. It has a higher rate of physical health. There is less chances of domestic abuse. So there is still a very benefit of maintaining the definition of marriage between a man and a woman. And that is our society. This is our future. This is our what our children is going to grow up into. And that's why marriage and this proposition is important. And I just urge viewers to look at the facts. A very good website is Yes for Prop 8. It is truthaboutprop8.com, and it gives a fair evaluation of both sides. And I really need to take our time to vote. And I thank you for taking our opinions into consideration.
Can I just add, since she plugged the website? If you have to, there is no neutral website on this issue. So you can look at Truth About Prop 8 or Yes on Prop 8, but you also need to, if you really want both sides, you have to look at noonprop8.com as well. And API Equality LA also has a website that speaks specifically to Asian Americans and the No on 8 position.
Okay. Well, we still have time before the November ballot. I encourage everybody to go to both of our guest mentioned website to study the issue yourself to make an intelligent decision, because this is going to be affecting you, whether it's you, your friends, your family, even your children. So learn, to be an intelligent voter, to learn about both sides of the issue, and then, make up your own mind, which you believe, which belief that you strongly believe, and cast your very important vote on that ballot. And today, I just want to thank you for Katy and also Karin coming into our studio today and share with us about, things about Proposition 8 is that we don't just, because most of us get our information from 30-second commercials. Those are very surface. They don't really go in depth about the issues at hand. So really appreciate you two coming up to the show. And again, go out to vote November 4th. It's Tuesday, right? And cast that important vote. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.